guitar enthusiasts, I'm going to show you how to pick the intro to Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. This is going to be a great guitar lesson, so I hope you stick around for the whole thing. Let's get started. Now the chords we're going to be using for this song, we're going to be picking over an A minor, a C chord, and a G chord. But I want to make a note, my guitar is in standard tuning. If you want to play this like the record, you're going to have to tune everything down by one note, or what we call a semitone in guitar. So this string would be E flat instead of E, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. But for simplicity's sake, and so you don't have to go and retune your whole guitar, I'm going to do this lesson in standard tuning, but if you tune your guitar down that half step, it'll sound just like the record. But again, our chords are A minor, C, G, just three very, very simple chords. The intricacy is the picking pattern, all right? So I'm going to break this lesson up into two sections. I'm going to show you exactly how they would play it on the record, and then I'm going to show you basically how to improvise it a little bit when you're playing live. So this song starts with a pickup. It's a walk up to a C chord, all right? So basically we're going to play an open A string, second finger on the second fret, and then third finger on the third fret. This is all on the A string. So it's open, 2, 3, and it's played. So all of these are going to be eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that pickup comes in on 4 and, so it's 4 and 1. Okay, and once I get this finger in place, I'm going to now create the C chord. Okay, so that my fingers will be in place for this picking. Now, the picking pattern for the C chord is going to be the fifth string, the third string, the fourth string, fifth string. That's the first half. So it's 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the first 4 notes. And then the second 4 notes are going to be 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 3. So if I put all that together with the pickup, it's going to be okay, so that is the first chord again. Now, if you're someone who's going, Lauren, how are you playing this without looking at your guitar? I have a great lesson up here on an exercise you can learn to start memorizing the strings. But for now, if you need to look down at the guitar strings, that's okay. It just means you're going to have to memorize the music. So for me, I don't have to memorize the music because I can read the sheet music because I know my strings very well. But if you're not at that point yet, don't worry. Just go through this one measure at a time and then try and memorize each piece. And I'm going to show you later how you can improvise without necessarily needing to memorize everything. Next chord, G. And we're going to play low E string. Then we've got D string, A string, low E string. Okay, so again, that is string 6, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do our second part, which is going to be the third string, fourth string, fifth string, fourth string. So it's slightly different than the C chord. Similar, but everything has been moved down one string, down in pitch. So the C chord started on the fifth string and we went 5, 3, 2, 5. The G chord starts on 6 and we went 6, 4, 5, 6. So the shape of the arpeggio is the same. It's just everything got shifted up one. So that G chord, again, we have 6, 4, 5, 6, and then we have G, D, A, D. Okay, so if I put the two together, now G, now we're going to move to A minor, which is going to be played the same as the C chord. So 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 3. All right, so that's the same as the C chord. And then the last measure, we do something a little bit different. So let's just practice working on those first three measures. So we have the C chord. Now, a note on the picking direction before we get into this last measure. I am using directional picking. So on the first notes, I'm going down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, up, down. So my pick is picking in the direction it's moving. So if my pick is moving down towards a note, I pick down. If my pick is moving up towards a note, I pick up, just as a note on my picking direction. So let's talk about this last measure, because this I feel like is a very important measure of the song. So this is also over an A minor chord, but we're going to be doing something different, okay? Our pinky's going to come into play here, and I'm going to show you. Let me just play it real quick for you. Okay, and we're right back to the beginning with that walk down. So what did I do here? So I have 5, and then I have the B string, and then the G string, and then back to the bass note. Those are the first 4 notes. So it's the bass note, 5th string, 2nd, 3rd, 5th string. Now my pinky is going to reach down to the 3rd fret on the high E string, okay? So it sounds like that, okay? And we're gonna play the high E string, the B string, and then I'm going to release the chord and then open 2. This is going to be the walk down that's going to take me back into my C chord. All right, so one more time on that last measure. So we've got open A, all right, there you go. So now it just becomes a loop at this point. We're just going to play those 4 measures over and over again. So if I take it from the top, 1, 2, here we go, and. All right, so that is the whole thing, and you would just loop that over and over again through the chorus section. Now, this song is very, very fast, and even for me, I haven't practiced this enough that I think I would hit all the notes accurately. But the great thing about these arpeggio patterns is as long as you stay on the chord, it's going to sound okay. As I said, the most important measure, I believe, is the 4th measure. You have to have You gotta have that part, and it really makes the song. Anything else is just kind of like filler. Okay, so you gotta have that. I'm just doing whatever. Okay, that one I messed up. But I'm kind of just picking whatever intentionally not to pick that song. And as long as you're kind of doing this, okay, starting low and then hitting high notes somewhere, it's going to sound like the song. For the most part, the song ignores the high E string, so I would try to ignore that in my picking, except for that one part. But you heard, I wasn't hitting every note exactly. I was trying. So I just kind of like playing around with it a bit, and it's a bit more of an improvise. I don't think A lot of people, unless they're like super music purists, are going to yell at you that you're picking it wrong. If you start playing this, everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, are you playing Simple Man? That is so cool. And if you're someone who wants to learn how to strum the song and pick it, I have a really great lesson over here that shows you simply how to strum this song. It's only a 3-chord song. It's super simple. It's a lot of fun. Go check out that lesson right over there.